Over in the Weather Center with their full forecast. Vanessa.
Yeah, and the worst of it will be east of the city, but we are already feeling the impacts. The rain falling now being fed by Henri out in the open water. So let's give you a live look at a whole lot of nothing to see here, right? Because the rain is filling in at 75 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at 8. It is going to rain tonight, folks. It is going to pour tomorrow for some. And by Monday, still lingering showers courtesy of an exiting Henri. Tuesday, Wednesday, your forecast is dry. So let's get down to business, see what's happening on the radar. We have a persistent push of rain, torrential rain for some, rolling through the region, through the city, across the Garden State. It was one of these cells that called it quits for the concert. And as of right now, we have a flash flood warning in effect for parts of Brooklyn, Atlantic Beach as well, because not only has 2 inches of rain fallen here already, another 2 inches is possible in the next couple of hours. So this warning expires at 11:45. You follow the pathway and it leads us to Henri out in the open waters. This storm right now about 290 miles from Cape Hatteras and closer to Montauk Point. It is moving north-northeast at 18 miles per hour. Sustained winds at 75. Track now a wider view for you so you know what's going to happen as it makes its way to the north. Landfall tomorrow midday on the east end of the island or just off the east end, coastal Connecticut, possibly Rhode Island, but we expect it to be a very close call to the east end. Winds will be around 70 miles per hour. The storm then moves inland and weakens, but persistently dumps rain on us through at least the morning hours on Monday. And as it continues to weaken, it makes a right-hand turn and heads up toward Bangor for Tuesday. Here at home, here's what we can expect. Overnight, we expect rain and storms, and then tomorrow morning, the outer bands really start to push into the region. Here we are at 6 a.m., the island getting lashed by outer bands. One thing we haven't spoken about is the possibility of some isolated tornadoes. That is especially possible as these outer bands move over land. 9 a.m., we're starting to see some real heavy rainfall fill in on the east end. Notice here the eye of the storm. As we make our way toward midday, 1 o'clock, the eye potentially passing right over Montauk. This is one model projection. Again, it's going to be somewhere on the east end or just to the east. And then we see the heaviest rainfall, the strongest winds at this point. 3:30, it's making its way across the Sound. Heavy rain filling in across Connecticut. As we make our way into the evening, we've got torrential rain through the lower Hudson, through northeastern New Jersey, and that trend persists overnight to the wee hours of the morning on Monday. It is Monday afternoon we start to get a reprieve from the rain, but man, we expect the biggest rainfall totals west of the eye of the storm, possibly 7 inches on the island. We could see some isolated spots with more. So in addition to what we're getting tonight, maybe another 3 inches in Jersey, another 3 inches plus in the city. And storm surge, a big concern with them. We talked about this earlier across the Sound, wrapping around the Connecticut shoreline, north shore of the island, south shore, 3 to 6 foot surge, 2 to 4 feet south shore. Again, surge most concerning during high tide cycles, which would be tomorrow morning between roughly 9 and noon. And again tomorrow night between 9 and midnight, flooding again becomes a concern. As far as the winds go, they're picking up tomorrow morning. They're ramping up big time through the midday hours. Notice these wind gusts, strongest east, possibly popping out at about 80, 90 miles per hour. Closer to the city, 40, 50 mile per hour gusts possible. Monday afternoon, these winds are settling down and we're getting a reprieve. But man, as we make our way into tomorrow morning, 74 degrees to start, 78 for a high tomorrow afternoon with everything that Henri brings. Worst of it will be to the east on the east end of the island. And then as we make our way through Monday, we'll be recovering Tuesday, Wednesday. Your forecast is dry. Jessica, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Vanessa.